Hi guys, it's me Annie and I'm back with another video. Welcome to Annie's Creations. Do you want to make a low-carb delicious snack that you don't have to feel guilty about eating? Today I'm going to make some cottage cheese chips using only 2 ingredients. All you need is cottage cheese, normal cottage cheese, full fat, and everything but the bagel seasoning. And that is all you need, and I'm going to show you how to make these chips in the oven quick as a flash. And let's get cooking. You need a baking sheet and start off by sprinkling your baking sheet with a little bit of water, and this helps the baking paper to stick to your baking sheet. So now you've got a lined baking sheet and ready for the cottage cheese. I've got my cottage cheese and now I'm just gonna scoop it out 1 tablespoon at a time and place it on my baking sheet. And then flatten it a little bit to make it thinner so that it gets crispy when it bakes in the oven. Just remember, this cottage cheese will spread out as it melts in the oven. So don't scoop it too close together, then you will end up with one big chip. So leave some space in between. Now I have scooped tablespoons full of cottage cheese onto my baking sheet, flattened them a little, and they're all roughly the same size. I'm going to sprinkle them with a little bit of everything but the bagel seasoning. You can put as little or as much as you want, depends on your taste. You can also put other toppings on. You can put some Parmesan cheese, you can put some paprika, some garlic powder, whatever you like. But for today, I'm just making it with these 2 ingredients. We're going to pop this into a preheated oven of 190 degrees Celsius, that's 370 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to bake these for 10 to 12 minutes. Just keep an eye on them that they don't burn, and what you want is crispy edges. So once you see that, you take them out of the oven and let them cool completely. Let's get baking. The cottage cheese chips is out of the oven and I let it cool completely on the baking sheets before removing it. I placed it on a cold plate and wanted them to crisp up a little bit more. They are chip-like but they're not crispy, so I'll have to experiment a little bit more. It's maybe the type of cottage cheese that I use, but I can maybe add some cheddar cheese and that will crisp it up more, or maybe bump up the temperature a little bit more or bake it a little bit longer. I let it go for the full 12 minutes, and it did brown up a little bit on the edges, but I think it could have gone a little bit more, and then I think the outcome would have been better. It's not totally soft, but it's not chips. It's not what I wanted, but that was my try or take number 1, and I think it's going to still be delicious. As long as it tastes nice, I'm going to enjoy these. I did link the recipe in the description box down below. This is the viral recipe that I found on TikTok. So yeah, the chips came out very crispy, so I'm thinking that it might be something I did, but I'm going to experiment a little bit more, and I think by adding some cheddar cheese and baking it a little bit longer on a hotter temperature, it will do the trick. But give these a try and leave in the comments what happened to your recipe and let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be making more videos like this with low carb snacks, so look out for those. Even though my chip failed, it's still a very delicious snack. With 2 thumbs up from my boy, so you have to know it's quite delicious because he's a very picky eater. So guys, thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get some inspiration. Although my recipe didn't work out exactly as I wanted, I'm going to play around with it and see if I can better this recipe and get it to be more crispy. So this is all I've got for you today, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.